Hi, my name's Kendall. I'm with Sun Camper RV of Okeechobee, and I'm here today to show you the new J-Flight 2020. It's an SLX 324 BDS. That's bunkhouse dinette slide. Over here we have a pretty good amount of front pass-through storage. Goes underneath the bed as well. You can just see them here. It has gas struts, so you can lift up the bed easily and access this storage from inside. Over here we have step above solid steps. They just fold up into the doorway. They're actually pretty light, so it takes nothing at all just to fold them up. Door closes. So these aren't, some people ask, but I feel I have to tell you, these you don't have to remove or anything. They're permanently attached. You just pull them up like that, and they lock in place. There's different varieties of these. Now these are pretty light already because for the most part they're aluminum. There's also ones that have zero gravity hinges on them, quite nice. So keep an eye out for those when looking at Jaycos especially, because most of them are going to have it. Over here you got your standard stuff. This is your freshwater tank fill. Here is an outlet for your television, which would mount here. It comes with this, it clips onto the block, but it comes with this mount. Usually it's the bedroom television. You take it off the wall in the bedroom, you bring it outside, you clip it here, so that way you don't have to carry 3 TVs with you, because you got one in the living room, one in the bedroom, and you don't need the one for the outside because you just use the bedroom one for the outside. That's your cable and satellite hookup right there for the television. This is the back side of your refrigerator. Goodyear tires. That's something Jayco is doing on everything now. These tires are actually rated for a lot more than what they rate them for. What that means is, like, for instance, 150 miles an hour, and Jayco will knock that rating down to about 85 miles an hour, just because they take into account the weight that they have on their tires. So Goodyear rates them 150. These aren't out of the way. There we go. Second door on this unit, it opens into the bathroom. So you don't have to have people, going in and out through the kitchen, through the living room to use the restroom. Here we do have an outdoor kitchen as well. 2-burner stove, Suburban. That is propane. There's a propane quick disconnect underneath. You can use that for either this stove or if you have a barbecue grill as well. A real sink, and this actually goes through to a gray water holding tank as well. You got outlets here, a little light in here as well, and a good amount of storage. Mini fridge. Door there as well. And you notice that even though the awning doesn't come out over the outdoor kitchen here, this acts as an awning itself. And again, gas struts. It's really nice and easy. This is a good example of how airtight that these Jaycos are, especially the outdoor kitchens. They have to put this on here because if they didn't, you wouldn't be able to close this door. You'd have to close it and then wait for the air to the pressure to equalize, and then you could latch it. So they had to put a vent behind the refrigerator here to equalize the pressure when you close the door. All right, over here you got your cable satellite input. LED lights all the way around with reverse lights on the trailer itself. Up here we got pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera. You can buy those separately and they just snap into place. All of your utilities really are in just one spot. Of course, that's your hot water heater there. City water connection, power, furnace, exhaust and intake, and outdoor shower. Sewer's underneath there. All right, that takes care of the outside. Let's go inside now. Before I go inside, get a shot at the awning. It's got speakers in the awning arms themselves, and we got a nice LED strip up there as well. All right, Jayco does a really good job designing for families, and this is a good example of that. This is a bunkhouse model. It has a bunk room in the back, which we'll get to, but look at this space that's in here. The size of this dinette. So what Jayco did here is you can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people maybe right there. That couch folds out into a bed. Of course, there's the bed up front, and there's enough sleeping in the back for quite a few more. So they tried to make the dinette seat as many people as possible, and on top of that, that dinette folds down into a full-size bed. So, all right, we'll start with the kitchen. Stainless fixtures, really nice. Dual basin sink. The center divider is a little bit lower, which I like. It's kind of a nice in-between between the old style dual basins where the center divider is right up here and you can't really use both sides of the sink at the same time. And the new farmhouse sinks that a lot of them are coming with. So still has a divider. There's covers that go across here. One of them is a cutting board, the other one is a strainer, which has stainless steel bars. You can take a look at our other videos or other products, and I'll show those in those. Nice Furrion stove with oven with a light. No pilot, well, it does have a pilot light, but it's not the type that you have to reach under there and light it with a lighter anymore. So, electric ignite for the oven and for the 3 burners on top. Has a really nice glass cover. Folds out over. Of course, your range hood, stainless microwave, and brushed stainless Norcold refrigerator. Gas and electric. And look at this right here. It goes down about 2 inches. That means if you have, which always happens with campers, regardless of quality or age, the freezer will usually ice over. At least down here in Florida, that's a common thing. Humidity is so much that it happens within maybe even a weekend. So if you do have a meltdown, it traps everything in the bottom before it starts pouring out on your floor. And that's 2 inches of space there, so you should never have a mess in this refrigerator. You got a pretty good amount of pantry space. They did a good job with even making use of the storage underneath the refrigerator. A lot of the time you'll just see a panel there. Good amount of storage underneath the sink as well. Up here, even more on both sides. And a whole bunch of drawers as well. Of course. Now over here we have your control board where you can see battery voltage level, fresh water tank, black water tank, and gray water tanks, water pump, water heater, electric and gas. So it does electric and gas. Some light switches for interior and exterior lights. This one's exterior, this one's interior. Awning, in and out, slide room, in and out. It's a rack and pinion slide. This unit actually has 2 slides. Both of them are rack and pinion. It's really simple to adjust them if you ever needed to. And I don't see problems until maybe 10 years out after they set for the longest time. So don't be scared away by slide rooms. I know that I have a lot of customers that will reconsider the luxury of space just because they don't want to deal with slide rooms. They've heard horror stories and stuff like that. That's not the case. Where we have problems with slide rooms is when they sit for a long period of time, either in storage with the slide out, or if they've had water damage. So there's always another factor that causes it. So slides are not a nightmare. And if you ever had problems with this slide, being a rack and pinion, it can be easily adjusted. So if it starts to drag or something like that, it's just a matter of adjusting a couple bolts. So just a little education on how slides work. This is the switch for the other slide room, which is in the back. We do have a bit of a closet here. When I say a bit of a closet, I mean one heck of a closet. It is a hanging closet and it goes back quite far. Of course, this is your thermostat. This controls your AC and your furnace. It's ducted AC. It's going to be a 15,000 BTU. It is a single unit, but 15,000 BTU for this trailer, more than enough, especially being ducted. We're slowly getting to the bunk room in the back. Okay, so this is the bathroom. This is the door we saw from the outside. They have screens. They have slides that close that if you needed to. You can open the door here. The whole door, the screen door opens with the whole door. You can separate the two. You got your sink here, a little bit of storage underneath. Tub shower combination, but a reasonable size with a skylight as well, so you don't have to worry if you're a little bit taller. Of course, your light switch is there for the bathroom. And there is a fan in here as well. All right, now we can get to the cool part. This is the bunk room. It is a slide bunk room. So this is the slide right here. These fold out across the floor all the way to here, making essentially a queen size bed. You have this bunk up here as well. Bunk here. A spot for a television here with the hookups over there. Shelves for shoes and whatnot down there. Again, a good amount of storage space. And this one actually has a ladder that's a little bit safer than what you see in a lot of them. We'll just have the straight up and down ladder or the permanently affixed ladder. This one comes out and has a nice angle. Just tucks right in there. Alright, let's see what else. Up here they have 12-volt outlets. So for plugging a cell phone charger. It does have a door that slides across. It's a barn door. Just unhook it there. And there you go. All right, working our way back up towards the front. This is where your TV would go in the living room. HDMI runs to this because this can run DVDs. Storage above. Storage below. Spot to put your shoes as soon as you come into the door, right there underneath. Alright, as we go into the bedroom, this is where we have yet another one of the blocks. And like I said, it comes with that mount for the television. This is where your TV would sit. You see they got really nice Jayco blue accent lighting up there. It can be turned off and on. And two reading lights on either side, as well as ceiling lights, so you get plenty of light in the bedroom. Okay, here's the gas struts. So plenty of storage underneath there. Now, if you can come this way, I want to show you that there's two ways to get into the bedroom on both sides. And they're both barn doors. You can close one or the other. And there's plenty of space to get around the end of the bed. All right. As well as a little bit of cabinet space up in the corners as well. And the big shelf up there. I think that just about covers it. There is a little bit of more hidden storage there. Underneath the dinette, there's storage, of course. Goes back. And most likely there's a panel that removes underneath that cushion. That's a little bit more storage. Like I already mentioned, this couch does pull up into a bed. It is a jackknife. cabinets up there as well. So they really packed it full of storage space. Like I said, they're starting to design these really focused on families. They did a really good job back there, in my opinion. And the closet space, storage space is incredible in these. Every little nook and cranny is used. So anyways, my name's Kendall. I'm with Sun Camper RV of Okeechobee, and this is the J-Flight. Let me check again. 324 VDS. I have to check because we have a lot of these out here. So go on our website, if you're not already on our website, and look around because we have a whole bunch of these Jaycos. We have some other brands as well. I'm out here most every day of the week. Give me a call if you have any questions. My phone number is 903-816-2838. And again, my name's Kendall, and I'm with Sun Camper RV of Okeechobee. Thank you.